find the rule for the n term. So I'm looking for the n term of the arithmetic sequence. I need to be able to find the n term. Arithmetic, so it'll be a sub n equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by the difference. And I need to plug in the a sub 1, the first term, and the difference. So I'm going to use what they gave me to find it. Let's see. A sub n is equal to, I have no idea what a sub 1 is, so I'm going to have to look for it. I do know what d is. D, the difference is 3. So the only thing that I need to do, I need to be able to find a sub 1. I'm going to use the same equation. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by the difference. And now I'm plugging what they gave me. A sub n is equal to a sub 1. I have no idea what a sub 1 is. That's what I'm looking for. N minus 1. But I do know that the difference is 3. Now in order to solve for a sub 1, I need to be able to replace a sub n and n so I can have only one variable. So I'm going to use the information that they give me. 56 will be the term number, or excuse me, the term. The corresponding n value for the 56 is the 14. So 56 is equal to a sub 1. 14 minus 1 is 13 times 3. 56 is equal to a sub 1 plus 39. I'm going to move my 39. Remember, this is a plus you adding, so move the 39 to the left, becomes a negative. And that gives me 17. And now that I have a sub 1, I can just plug it in. That'll give me a sub n is equal to 17 is my first term, plus n minus 1 multiplied by 3. So let's go multiply it out and simplify it, and we are done. 17, 3 times n will give me 3n, and that gives me negative 3. Now, I can go and combine my like terms. So a sub n is equal to 3n plus 14. And that'll be my n term. That's my equation that I can find all of the terms on my sequence. So if I want to find the 14th term, plug in a 14, it should give you 56. If I want to find out my 100th term, plug in 100 and simplify, and I'll give you 100 term. Let's go into problem number 11. Find the sum. So I'm looking for the sum of the first 24 terms of an arithmetic sequence. So you need to remember your sum formula. So go ahead and write down your sum formula for the arithmetic. So that'll be a sub n is equal to, starts with an n, divided by 2. We're going to add the first number plus the last number and divide by 2. Multiply by how many numbers we have. So let's go and plug in the information they give me. S sub, I'm looking for the first 24 numbers, is equal to n is 24. Remember, this is just the notation, the sum of the first 24. A sub 1, we know that the first term is 32. The last term, we don't know what the last term is. We're going to divide by 2. So I need to be able to find S sub 24. So find A sub 24. In order to find the 24th term, I need to be able to find the equation, the n term. So I need to be able to find A sub n, that is the nth term, the equation. It's a arithmetic sequence, so it'll be A sub n is equal to A sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by the difference. And I just plug in the information they give me. Remember, I need to plug in the A sub 1 and the d. Once I have my equation, I can come up over here, plug in a 24 to find the 24th number, the last number. That gives me a sub n is equal to a sub 1, which is 32, plus n, that is n minus 1, multiplied by the difference. The difference is 44 minus 32, so 44 minus 32, and that will be equal to 12. Notice that's increasing by 12 every single time. So my difference will be 12. A sub n is equal to 32. 12 times n will be 12n. And then 12 times negative 1. 12 times negative 1 will be negative 12. And let's not forget that. Combine my like terms. So a sub n is equal to 12n plus 24. And that is my n term. I'm not going to use that to find the 24th number. This is my equation to find any number on the sequence. So if you plug in a 1, should give you 32. Plug in a 5, should give you 80. I'm looking for the 24th number, so plug in a 24. So 12 times 24, multiply on the side. That is 8, that is 4, that is 4, that is 1, that's 8, 8, 1. And after that's 2, so it'll be 288. 288 plus 24, that'll be 312. So my 24th term will be 312. And from here we just simplify. The sum of the first 24 numbers will be 24. 32 plus 312, that'll be 344 divided by 2. Sum of the first 24 numbers will be 24. Divide 344 divided by 2. So 344 divided by 2, that gives me 1, 7, and 2. So it'll be 172. And then multiply 172 times 24. That gives you 8. That gives you 28. Carry 2. That's 6. That's 4. That's 14. And that's 3. 8, 2, 11, and 4. And that'll be your answer. So the sum of the first 22 numbers will be 4,128. So if you start adding up all those numbers up to the 24th number, you'll get 4,128. One of the concepts that we learned before, and that will be on this test, is the standard deviation. Now, to find the standard deviation, first you need to be able to find your average. You need to be able to find the mean. So you need to be able to add up all the numbers together. When I add up those two numbers, that gives me 20. That gives me 15. So that's 25, 55. And then you're going to divide by how many numbers we have? 2, 4, 5. Add up all the numbers, give you 55. Divide by 5 gives you 11. That's your average. To find the standard deviation, we are going to take the difference. 11 minus 7 will be 4 square. We're going to square it. 11 minus 8 will be 3 square. 11 minus 10 will be 1 square. 11 minus 11 will be 0 square. 11 minus 9 will be 2 square. Remember, we don't care the fact that if it's negative or not. Now we are going to add them up, the squares of the difference, and we're going to divide by how many numbers. We're going to take the average of those. Standard deviation, that gives me 16 plus 9 plus 1 plus 0 plus 4. Gives me divided by 5. That gives me 10, and 20 is a total of 30 divided by 5. So standard deviation will be square root of 6. And you can just leave as the square root of 6, that'll be perfect. And that's all you need to do. Now, for number 13, what is the sum of the infinite? So we're looking for the sum of the infinite geometric sum, of the infinite geometric series. Infinite geometric, remember, is the easiest of the formulas. So sum is equal to a sub 1 over 1 minus r. You have to memorize your formulas. S is equal to a sub 1 will be 5. 1 minus r. I need to be able to find the ratio. To find the ratio, second term divided by the first term. We can take the second term divided by the first one. So it'll be 10 over 3. We're going to change the division to a multiplication by taking the reciprocal of the second fraction. So it'll be 1 over 5. I'm now going to reduce my fraction. So it gives me 2, gives me 1. So that'll be 2 over 3. That'll be my ratio. Now let's go and subtract 5 on top. 1 minus 2/3. You have a whole pizza, take out 2/3. How much do you have left? 1 over 3. I'm going to change same thing. I'm going to change my division to a multiplication by taking the reciprocal of the second fraction. So it'll be 3 over 1. So it's equal to 15. So if I add up all the numbers, I'm going to get closer and closer to 15 until I reach 15. Now let's continue with problem number 14. Problem number 14, I need to be able to find the variance. So to find the variance, is same process as finding the standard deviation. First, I need to be able to find my mean, my average. So I need to be able to add up all the numbers. So we have 30, 41, 50. So we have 50 divided by how many numbers we have? 5, which is 10. So my average will be 10. Let's go and start finding the standard deviation. To find the standard deviation, you're going to take each one and you're going to subtract it. 10 minus 1 is 1 square. 10 minus 10 is 0 square. 10 minus 10 is 0 square. 10 minus 10 is 0 square. 10 minus 9 is 1 square. Now remember that it doesn't really matter if you get a negative or positive because you're going to square it. And you're going to take the average of those numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. Standard deviation will be 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, and 1 square will be 1 over 4. So standard deviation will be 2, the square of 2 over 5. Your variance is before you take the square root, so it will be 2 over 5. If you want to find the standard deviation, you just take the square root of 2/5 and that'll be it.